Hi, I'm Will Howard, and this week is Talbot County Restaurant Week. This is a great week in Talbot County, Maryland. And this is a time when 24 chefs, the top chefs in Talbot County, come to show off their recipes. And it's here, held at the Oaks in Royal Oak. Join me. We're with Mark Salter at the Robert Morris Inn. Tell me, you've been there for several years now, and it's probably the oldest building, one of the oldest buildings on the Eastern Shore, isn't it?
Yeah, it's around 1730, Will. And
who is Robert Morris? I know, but
Robert Morris was the financier, one of the financiers of the Continental Army that beat the British in the American Revolution, and he supported them while they were fighting with food, and provided food for them so that they didn't starve, and they were able to fight against the British.
So had he not been born or not been there, we might all be speaking British accents. Is that right?
I don't know about that, but I mean, the inn is just it's such an iconic building. It's one of the oldest inns in America, and it's a great place. And we've started to do some renovations to it just to bring it back to the way it was.
Okay, so you have a British accent. Actually, tell me your background.
I come from the UK originally. I worked at the Inn at Perry Cabin for 17 years as the executive chef. And I had a great time there, and then I thought it was time to move on, and I got together with my business partner Ian Fleming, who I'd worked with before, and we leased the Robert Morris Inn for 4.5 years, and we recently bought it.
Now, congratulations! That's wonderful.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. Tell us what you've got here today.
Today we're doing one of our signature desserts, is the pavlova with mixed berries, and then we're just going to do a nice spring leek and potato soup. A spring just started a couple of days ago.
Pour one out for us there, if you would.
Pour one out, absolutely. So we've got the chorizo, the potato, and the leek in the bottom.
Okay, hold it for the camera. Okay.
And then we're going to pour some soup in there. Like that. Put a little bit of parsley on there, a little bit of curly parsley, like that. And then just to finish, we've got this lovely chorizo oil, which was rendered down from the chorizo there, and a little bit of that over the top.
What is chorizo?
Chorizo is a Spanish sausage, and it's got a little spice to it, a little smokiness to it, and it's very, very tasty. So it complements the soup very well, and as you can see, look at the color on there, very appetizing.
Yes, it is. It is. Excellent. Thank you so much. We're with Kylie Summers, who is the general manager at the Greens at Easton Club.
Correct.
Now, that's where you have a lot of weddings.
Yes, absolutely.
Special events.
Absolutely, yes.
And that's right there by the golf course.
Yes, it's right on the golf course. Our event venue is actually located on the water as well. It's a beautiful venue. We do anything from bar mitzvahs to weddings to wakes, baby showers, you name it.
But that's not the form the restaurant. You also have a restaurant associated with you.
Correct.
And that's called
the Greens at Easton Club.
That's Greens also, yes. Okay. And so what have you got here today for samples?
Today, our chef, Eric Claggett, made us up some skewers. We have a beef teriyaki skewer, a chicken barbecue skewer, and a shrimp and beef skewer in a Old Bay butter.
Sounds neat. Now, what's your favorite meal out there?
We actually have Hawaiian shrimp served over couscous, and that is probably my favorite.
That would not be an item for the restaurant, but that would be an item in the...
That's an item in the restaurant. We have a small plates menu Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights. It consists of Hawaiian shrimp and couscous. We do homemade meatballs, tuna tartare with seaweed salad, all kinds of great small plate menu items.
Terrific, terrific. Thank you so much. We're with Gary and Hugo, and you have the tea at the general store.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me about that.
Well, we just opened about...
Tell me where it is.
Royal Oak, which is, right downtown from...
between Easton and St. Michael's, near the Oaks, yes.
We've been open for 8 months, and it's coming along nicely.
Farm to table.
Terrific.
Use as much local and organic as possible.
Tell me what is the meal that people seem to comment about the most?
Tea infused. Tea infused.
Now you say, what is tea infused?
Tea.
Okay, so tea.
We have house blended teas.
Okay.
That we retail.
Yes. Okay.
We have 15 different teas that we blend in house, and then we use that. He uses it for a rub on his chai rub chicken. We use it for our blood to infuse vodka for our Bloody Marys.
And also for
we do
desserts.
specialty drinks. We do a tea infused creme brulee. We do a house compound butter with our bread, which is tea. lemon
This is
zest-
very unusual, not like any other restaurant in Talbot County.
Exactly. That's
Or the
whole
Eastern
idea.
Shore.
Exactly. And we also offer our teas on the internet. We have a website for our teas.
Now that store has been many things. That's kind of the general store
Yeah, it
years
was the old
ago.
general store, and that's why we're tea at the general
And
store.
it's kind of there at the intersection
Royal Oak Road and
Right.
Bellevue.
in Bellevue Road.
Yes.
Bellevue Road.
And it's a really neat place.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Well,
it is.
we look forward to coming by and seeing you.
Thank you. And we do a lot of off-site catering.
You do
as well.
catering.
Yes,
That's right.
absolutely.
That's right.
Yes.
Super.
Yes.
Thank you for spending time with me.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Hugo. We're with Shelby Mitchell and Chef Doug Potts.
Yes.
Okay, and this is at the Peacock Restaurant in 202 Dover.
Correct.
In downtown Easton. And what have you got for us today?
Well, today I have a crab eclair. And what I've done is I've made the crust out of crab. I've made a pastry cream out of crab. I've made a crab salad that goes in that, and then just a little cherry tomato barbecue sauce on the top, just to give it a little color and flavor. But the whole thing's made from crab, so every bite you get will be crab.
Oh, that's great. That's super. But tell me about your menu.
My menu, well,
What's the favorite item served there?
I think short ribs. Doug
Short
makes
ribs.
Fabulous short ribs.
short ribs have been the hit here this winter, and you know it's a heavier fare. We changed the menu seasonally, and you know in the winter time, because my last name's Potts, and you know here on the shore everything slows down, so I go and get everything fresh every day, and I do a menu called Potts Luck. And we'll run, and then of course this week we're running a special menu for Restaurant Week, and then after that we'll go into our spring menu.
And then that'll feature a lot of crab items too as well, right?
Well, I don't put crab on really, crab cakes especially, until I can get the local crab right
Good,
here. Because
good.
I think everyone who comes to the Eastern Shore, they don't want crab that's from somewhere else. So
I totally agree.
Right.
I totally agree.
Right.
Well,
Good.
that's great. Well, super nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Thank you.
thank you, Mr. Harris.
Thank you. We're with Buddy Harrison Jr. of Harrison's Chesapeake House. And how long has that restaurant been around?
Well, we've been in business since 1898, and we've been there since 1932.
Wow.
So,
So you're the oldest restaurant in Talbot County,
yeah,
right?
I look pretty good for 120 some years.
You
old.
do.
We
Okay.
probably are the longest serving restaurant in Talbot County.
Probably
We've got
are.
Our signature dish, crab dip, which is a crab cream cheese combination with fresh jumbo lump crab meat.
Now this is your grandmother's recipe?
This is actually my wife's recipe.
Wife's
Leslie.
recipe.
Yep, she developed this, and it's our best-selling appetizer on the menu, by far above everything. Everyone loves her crab dip, so we're offering it here today. And we're also offering my grandmother's bread pudding,
Oh, that's great.
homemade bread pudding with a warm brandy sauce. Would you like some?
I'm going to come back later and take a look at it, but just show us a little sample there.
We've got
I'll dig it up here.
lots of eggs and lots of sugar.
Harriet, would you like to try this out for us?
Good.
Okay.
This.
This is our homemade bread pudding with
Oh, my
warm
favorite.
brandy sauce on top.
Favorite.
This is Harriet, a Talbot County native, and her husband Richard. We're going to do a test, or we're going to rate this a number of stars, but we've got to do it quick. The camera's right there.
Hey, how we doing, girl?
What are we doing? All right. So what do you think? Really good, huh?
A plus.
A
We're going to
plus.
let Richard test the crab dip. How about that?
Okay. All right. Come on, here, Richard. Hurry up.
Always good.
I'll have to come back for more.
There you go.
I'll take my photo op.
That takes a big bite. What do you think?
All good.
Okay, super. Terrific. You're on your way. You're on your way.
Thank you. We're in Tillman Island. Seeing charters all summer long. We do hunting trips in the winter.
What do you plan to? Are you catching are going to catch rockfish?
Lots of rockfish. Starting April 18th. Lots and lots of big trophy rockfish.
And then people watch this throughout the year. So when in the summertime,
Summertime, we fish all summer, and right now we have our oyster buffet every Friday night. It goes until the end of
I
April.
love those oyster buffets.
Oysters, all you can eat 8 different ways every Friday night. And then,
Terrific.
Then that turns to a seafood and prime rib buffet in the summertime.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Will.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
This is Dana Kilman, and you are from...
I am from Easton. I am from Gluten Free Girl. Trish King is the executive chef.
We talked to her last year.
Exactly. Today she has done brownies, lemon squares, butter galettes, pistachio and almond cupcakes, and it's all gluten free.
All right, tell me about gluten-free. Some people don't understand what...
There's no wheat in the dish, and that is something that a lot of people are very sensitive to. Trish never cooks with wheat, so her kitchen is the only clean kitchen in Talbot County. Totally no wheat.
And
no gluten.
what's the difference in taste?
Nothing. These are actually, wheat has a high protein content. Actually, a lot of the flours that she uses has a lower protein content, which makes them sweeter and finer, actually. So a lot of pastry chefs do this and you don't even know it.
Terrific. Terrific.
So you will not, this is the best stuff in the world.
It will all be gone in a matter of minutes.
Yes, and Trish wants people to know that she does wedding cakes.
Okay.
So she does private parties. She will come cook a whole gluten-free meal because she actually is a fully trained classical chef.
And that's anywhere in Talbot County?
Anywhere, probably on the Eastern Shore.
Sure. Great, super. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
We're here with Jennifer McCrae of Hill's Drugstore.
Hill Soda Fountain.
Now, okay, it's got a soda fountain too.
Yeah, we have a soda fountain.
Okay, and I used to work at that soda fountain.
A lot of people did.
Let's see, 60 years ago. No, 50 years ago.
Okay.
And it was out front.
Years.
That's right. It's right in downtown Easton, across from the Tidewater Inn, beside the Avalon.
Right inside the pharmacy.
Okay, tell me what you got here today.
Today we are
Here, pick up a bottle.
serving JMX, which is our fruit and vegetable juice that we make. It is all natural, all fresh ingredients, and juicing is a lifestyle choice, and it can help you do lots of things that if you don't want to, if you're willing to make a little shift in your diet, you might not need as much medicine, and it makes you feel great.
But the Hills menu, tell us about Hills menu.
The Hills menu is kind of eclectic. We are a soda fountain. We make, hand-spun milkshakes, but we also serve, really fresh salads. We make everything to order. We try to buy the most local and all-natural ingredients that we can find. And we are located in the back of a pharmacy, but we're more than a little diner.
You do a great job.
Thanks.
We've eaten there many times.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're here with Arthur and Ward, and they're opening a restaurant called Awful Arthur's. That sounds like a terrible name.
It is. It's an awful name.
It's Old Pap's Oyster Bar. It's got it right on here.
Yep.
What do you have here? And tell me about your menu items.
Well, what we have here today is shrimp salad. Our menu, we're like no other restaurant in the county. We have an authentic oyster bar, which we have 8 different types of oysters on a daily basis, where you can sit at the oyster bar and have your seafood set right in front of you.
That sounds really neat. Now, where are the oysters from?
All over. We're going to do a lot of regional from Virginia and Maryland. We'll get some from up north, the real cold water oysters. So we do a lot locally with the growers in Dorchester County and in Talbot, Hollywood, Maryland. They'll change up actually. The oysters that we have, they'll change on a weekly basis depending on availability, and we'll keep bringing in new varieties. But we have soups, we have salads, we have appetizers, steamed shrimp, clams, oysters, shrimp, crab legs, mussels, crawfish.
We'll even cook your hamburger if you don't like oysters.
That sounds great. Well, we'll come by and see you. Thank you so much. We're with Jason Hallsmiller, and that is Town Dock Restaurant.
Yes, sir.
In St. Michael's.
Yes, sir.
Right on the water.
Right on the water at the end of Mulberry Street.
Yeah, that's one of the older restaurants in St. Michael's. It's been there many, many years. It was called Longfellow's back decades ago when I was here. It's a great restaurant, great spot. What do you have here?
We have crab dip pretzel rolls.
Crab dip pretzel roll. That's really interesting.
Yes, sir. We just take our normal crab dip, or we have a pretzel roll that we use, and we make our crab dip in-house, and we just stuff it, serve it as an appetizer. People devour them and love them.
This is nice for people to taste, to get an idea about your restaurant. But so tell me more about your menu. What are your big sellers at Town Dock?
Big sellers, since we're overlooking the water, we try to have a lot of seafood on our menu. Oysters are our big selling point. We get them from a lot of local areas. Chesapeake Bay, the Chop Tank, we got some Barren Islands, Dio Islands. We also have good steaks, we have a good pork chop. Mainly seafood is the main thing. I think we have the best crab cake in all of St. Michael's, and I'll put that up against anybody.
Yeah, you do, and it's excellent. So we'll have to stop out and see you.
Oh, good. I hope to see you soon,
Thanks,
sir.
Chef.
Thank you, sir.
We're with Carla Harmon, and you're at the Crab Claw. You've been there many, many years.
38 years this year. 38 years.
38. You've been there 38 years?
38 seasons.
Because it's about to be 50 years old, right?
Yeah.
No, you're too young for that. Yeah.
This year.
Is that right?
I started at 16, almost 17.
No kidding. Tell me about what you got here.
I got a crab imperial.
Okay.
But not crab meat.
Crab imperial. Okay. With lots of crab meat. Wow, that really looks good. And
a little bit of sauce on the top, and we let it fry.
I can't wait to try it out. I'm not going to try it on camera, but I'll be trying it out. So, well, thank you very much. You've done a great job there. And I've been going to Crab Claw since I was 12.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that was.
Well, that's nice.
That was like 50 years ago, right?
Good place of business. Good place of business.
Thank you very much. We're with Henry Miller, and the name of your business is 2 If by Sea.
Correct.
And tell me about that.
Well, it's a little island. It's a little restaurant on Tillman Island. We specialize in breakfast. We're been voted 2 years in a row the best breakfast on the Eastern Shore, and by What's Up magazine.
Oh, cool.
And one of our specialties is the Smith Island cake.
Oh, cool.
11 layers.
Turn around for the camera. 11 layers.
11 layers, all baked individually and put together with the buttercream icing.
So you serve these as well as sell these, right?
Yes.
So at a retail store, do they buy them from you in Tillman?
Yes.
You sell them elsewhere in Talbot County?
We will be eventually. There's a new gourmet market opening in Easton where we will be selling them there also.
And what's the retail price of a cake?
$35 for most of them. If it includes chocolate ganache, then it's $39.
Okay, well that's less than a lot of other Tillman Smith Island cakes were. Yeah, great, terrific. Thank you very much. So do you make these individually?
Yes, we do.
So you have a little spinning thing that you put on?
11 pans get laid out, divide the batter up evenly, spread it around, pop it in the oven 5 minutes, and take them out and put them all together.
They're fabulous. I love them.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
With Jennifer Stevens, and you're the manager of Ava's in St. Michael's.
Absolutely.
I've heard wonderful things about your food. Matter of fact, we've tried your pizza, and what is this?
These are our meatballs, Ma's Meatballs. It's a family recipe from the owner's family. We are very well known for these. This is from our sister restaurant, Theo's Steak, Sides, and Spirits, which is right next door.
Yes.
This is a braised short ribs. We're doing a Caesar crostini with braised short ribs and grilled romaine.
That's wonderful. These are your two specialty items.
The meatballs for sure.
Right.
Yeah, Theo's is.
And tell me about kind of the rest of your menu.
We make everything from scratch. That's one of our core values, is the freshest ingredients possible. And when you start with the right ingredients, it's much easier to make a quality product in the end.
And you're right on the main street, Talbot Street in St. Michael's,
right,
and you're open for lunch and dinner?
Ava's is open daily at 11:30, 7 days a week. Theo's opens at 5 o'clock with happy hour 5 days a week right now, but they do have happy hour every day, and they are right next door to each other.
And they've got great steaks.
Absolutely.
Super,
Yeah,
thank you. With Bill Redmond, who is the general manager of Mason's.
Yes, sir.
So that's just been taken over.
Yep.
And
in December.
And you're going to be open on Sunday for Sunday brunch.
We're going to add Sunday brunch starting Easter Sunday.
That's super. And we stay open Sunday evening for dinner as well, or just?
We're not. We're going to do brunch from 9:30 until 2.
9:30 till 2.
And then go home to our families in the evening.
Okay, great, super. Well, Mason's is just terrific. It's right in downtown Easton, and Chef David Hayes is a new chef now, and that's him working feverishly behind me.
Absolutely, yeah.
And tell me, well, while the camera zooms in on that, tell me what's he fixing there now?
Tonight we're serving a crab cake eggs Benedict. So it's a house cured pork belly with crab cake, soft scrambled egg, and hollandaise.
Wow, that is so good.
We figured with kicking brunch off soon, what better place to showcase it than at this event. So.
That's neat. Now, what are your staples there at Mason's?
We kept the original Mason's meatloaf. Our daily quiches are notorious. Our seafood dishes, and then our bar menu. And actually, we've got a surprise coming very soon on the bar side of things that we're going to be adding a wood-fired oven to the Dimension.
Oh, super! What's a great idea.
So,
we've got such unique sandwiches there, and we enjoy coming there.
The Charleston is a staple in this town. You can't go wrong.
Sure. Now, forget about it.
That's right.
That's great. That's the name of the sandwich, by the way. All right, well, super. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. With Chef Matthew Robbins, and you are the executive sous chef at Bistro St. Michael's.
Yes, sir.
That's a wonderful French restaurant.
Thank you, sir.
I think in terms of the restaurants in this area that nobody really specializes in French as well as you guys do, and you do a great job.
Thank you.
My microphone is right here. So tell me what you're doing today, and then tell me about your menu in general.
Well, we just started a new menu on Friday. It's a new spring menu. Today I'm doing a seared ahi tuna and cucumber canapé with Israeli couscous salad and Myron lemon vinaigrette. This is kind of an amuse off of our appetizer because we also serve a seared ahi tuna as well for dinner.
And then you're open for lunch, or?
We will be opening for lunch looking towards Memorial Day or Memorial Weekend.
Okay. So during the summer you're open for lunch, lunch and dinner. What's your favorite item that you like to eat there?
We serve a shrimp and grits, which is a beautiful presentation as an appetizer. And for the entree, I have to go with the lamb rack. We serve a domestic Colorado lamb. It's served with gnocchi, asparagus, cipollini onions, batonnet carrots, and lamb jus.
We've had that, and it's excellent.
Oh, thank you.
We like your onion soup as also.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for stopping by.
We're with Wendy Palmer, who is the owner, and you do everything, right?
We do it all. I'm here from the masthead at Pier Street Marina
and
latitude 38 in Oxford. Yes.
That's terrific. And tell me what you're serving today. Show us a little sample for the camera here.
Today I'm serving a little shrimp ceviche. We're doing it on a crispy wonton. It has pineapple, fresh mango, fresh pineapple, cilantro, and lime juice. And it's a very light, summery hors d'oeuvre. I'm going to let you taste.
I'll eat it later. I never eat on camera. Well, tell us about some of the other items you have on your menu.
All right, the masthead opens April the 16th for the season, and we have added a lot of fresh, healthy things to the menu this season. There will be a blackened salmon, a tostada with a fresh salsa. There will be a healthy Greek salad. There'll be a lamb gyro this season.
Oh, neat.
In addition to the fresh seafood that we always have, and hopefully the best crabs that Maryland has seen in a while. We need to have a good season.
You're right. And the best sunsets in Oxford.
Best sunsets in the whole county for sure.
You're right.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're with Chef Daniel Cochran.
Yes, sir.
Of Inn at Perry Cabin, but you're now called, your restaurant's called Stars?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that.
Mr. Richard Cohen purchased the hotel in April, and he changed the name because he's very patriotic, and our sister property in Cape Cod, the restaurant's called Stars too.
Yeah, oh, cool. Tell me what you got here.
Meatloaf cupcakes.
Wow.
That's my meatloaf that I've been doing on the show.
Again, that's potato.
Garlic mashed potatoes and oven roasted cherry tomatoes.
Wow.
That way everybody gets to taste my meat.
You're so creative. You do such great work.
Thank you.
And we've been at your place many times and have never been disappointed. It's terrific. Terrific, wonderful.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Sure, have a good day.
You too. This is Captain's Catch. And of course, this is what the captain caught, right? Oysters. And you're just shucking right away there. You've done this before.
I have a few times.
Let's see a demonstration. How fast you can open them up. Be careful. Okay. Now I noticed that there's not a mesh metal glove. Well, that's great. That's terrific. Now, where are those oysters from?
From the Nanticoke River.
Nanticoke River? Okay. And Rebecca, what are you fixing here?
We have some fresh made gravlax that we made with the Scottish salmon at work.
And you guys have been in business for how many years?
32 years.
32 years. Wow. I remember when it opened. You can tell all I am. Well, thank you very much. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With Mark Chu, and he is the owner of Marco Ritaville. Tell me about that name.
Marco, well, my great-great-great-grandfather was Marco Polo.
Marco Polo, okay.
Yeah, so, so I named it after him.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, tell me what you're doing here, and tell me also what you serve.
Well, we also have a sushi chef here. Ozzy, he's a sushi chef.
Hey, chef.
Okay, he's been with us about 5 years now, so he makes everything from scratch, as you can see. And then we also serving crabs, fresh local crab cake, rockfish, so we also have burgers and chicken. So we more variety, like a little bit everything. We have some Asian food as well.
Yeah, and you've got your restaurant's right on St. Michael's Road, and you've got describe the...
It's like a tiki.
Tiki, yeah, it's a tiki, like a tiki theme. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, and then we have, like I say, it's like a sushi, we have a sushi bar and a tiki bar there, and we have an outside seating, about 180 people outside.
Yeah, I'm watching him finish that up.
Yeah, he's right here. See, he's making spicy tuna.
What do you call that little thing he's wrapping in there?
It's a bamboo.
Bamboo, okay.
Bamboo. So it's good with that knife. I mean, if I do that, I'd be like this.
Me too. Me too. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
This is Chef Lisa McDougall with Pope's Tavern.
Yes.
And what do we got here?
We have some bacala fritters with a roasted red pepper sauce. It's now part of our new small plates offerings we're doing at the end.
And you've got that cute little car that's parked out in front of your place.
Yes.
What year is that?
It's a 1958 Austin British cab.
Oh, it's so cool. Do you drive it?
We do. We pick up people from the marinas for dinner.
Who works on it for you when it breaks down?
Luckily, we've got a great local mechanic, and he has fun keeping it up.
Tell us what else you have on your menu. I can put this down for you.
Sure. We have a lot of small plates and large plates on our menu. We're evolving with the little small plate way that people are now starting to eat, and so we have offerings that we switch off quite frequently, and large plates for those who still have the heartier appetites.
That's great. That's super. Well, thank you very much for taking time with it.
Thanks for being here.
We're with Cassandra Van Hooser, who is Director of Tourism of Talbot County.
That's right.
At another successful event.
Very successful.
Okay, what's the official name of this? It was changed from last year, wasn't it?
No, it's Celebrate Talbot, Sample, Sip, and Savor.
And you had how many chefs there?
We had 24 today.
Boy, and you had the top chefs from Talbot County.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Talbot County probably has 100 restaurants or more.
I'm not sure.
But these were the top chefs of Talbot County.
We had some of the best ones here today.
And they had really, really good appetizers to kind of show off their menu.
Samples. That's right.
How many years have you been doing this?
This is the 6th year.
Well, it's just terrific. Now, I noticed that you sell out every year.
We keep, the interest in this grows year after year after year, so we're really fortunate that we sold out completely this year.
Well, that's great. Well, super. Well, thank you so much for having us.